I don't fit in this world. And that's because everyone is full of shit. I'm gonna give you some real talk tonight. I've seen a lot in the past 8 years. I've seen a lot over the course of my life. And I see a world where the majority of people, they lie about everything. They're not authentic. And the main control really is fear. I've seen a lot of backwards identities, backwards concepts. And you gotta say no more. You gotta say no more to this fake world. In the past few days, it's really been festering inside. And, I could start this talk off with a fake scientist. I got to see a person that is supposed to be a public servant. And I got to see a person not answer questions about very important things that happened a few years ago and refuse to answer questions 111 times. This is supposedly a scientist that's supposed to be helping humanity? Nah, that seems backwards to me. What about you? Earlier on my journey, I was a public servant. I was a middle school science teacher. That's what I was. And I had to sit back and I had to watch a lot of BS. I was faced with a big decision because of people that pretended to have power. But I stood up for my rights. I stood up for the rights of others. And I remember my matrix job, a public school teacher. And I saw and witnessed a lot of stuff. These schools, they're not serving our children. Nah, I didn't see the content of character. I didn't see, services provided for children to get educated, to become better in their everyday life. That's not what I saw. No, I saw data. I saw groups of students collected according to a label, according to their gender or race or some kind of identity for data. And it's all about the data, and it's all about the test, okay? The only tests in life are given from God. This world is backwards. And, I seen systems that are corrupted, that from, a lot of people know this, it's cradle to grave. Cradle to grave, a lot of people, they were tricked and they live a fake life. Do you notice? I see this for years. And they can't break this loop. You see, I could sit out here in the light of Christ and I have my soul, kid. I have my soul. And I don't fit in this world. But you know what? The feelings and emotions that goes through me over the years, I see people waste their lives and throw it away, and they're not being themselves. And it's so awkward to me. People that know me personally, I'm as real as they get. The same person you see out on the TV is the same person that you're going to meet in your everyday life. But over the years, I see people, and I'm very blessed for my journey because many strangers will come over to me and tell me the truth and tell me about their story. And I've seen a lot of people, they didn't want that job. They were just doing it because, maybe the prestige or maybe to impress someone. And they never really had their true freedom. And a lot of people are fearful of society and what others will think about you. For years, I've been a single man for most of my life. I'm very blessed to have met many great women over the course of time, but I'm a single man. I've never been married, no kids. And for years, I watched people. You can see them in a workplace. It doesn't matter what gym I go to. I see a lot of fake modern women out there. Yeah, They'll act one way when their boyfriend or husband is there, but when the boyfriend or husband ain't there, they act like a totally different person. Their content of character ain't the same. You know, being a person that looks at this world and doesn't fit into this world. So many people, they play pretend, but you know what? Why don't you just embrace who you truthfully are? You know, if you're a person and you want to love someone unconditionally, go for the relationship. If a relationship is not for you, then do something else. But there's people that they do things. They go into a job and that job's not them, and they have no business doing that job. There's people in the world that are in a relationship. They have no business being in that relationship. And so many, they fall. They fall for the fear. You know, there could be people out there and you said, you know, the Matrix, you know, I got trapped. I got trapped in these situations, these relationships, these jobs, these systems. Because, you know, what will people think about me? I just went along. I just went along with the crowd. But so many people in this world are full of shit. And they can't be themselves. And, you know, I've been on quite a journey. I'm grateful for all the new people that are showing up. And I'm here to lead with authenticity. You know, in life, God is going to put you on the longest journey to greatness. And you might not have nothing, you know. And as I sit in this energy right now, I have the Holy Spirit fire. And I can only share, and the people that have been watching me for years, I sit out here in the light of Christ in this very pivotal moment. The energy of the Lion's Gate. And it's a reflection of my life. It's a reflection of my life as a boy. I was fascinated by science. I was fascinated by the universe. By the spiritual realm. By God. I wanted to learn all about these things. And I went on my journey as a scientist. I went on my journey to learn more about the universe and spirituality. And then I got to see a false idol that's full of shit lie to the people and actually do the inverse of what a public figure is supposed to do. This is the lens of my everyday life, a person that's a scientist. And I set forth and I said, you know what? I'm one man. I'm a middle school science teacher. But I'm better than them all. And I move forward with my life. And even though the puppeteers, they try to control you, right? The whole system is failing. So that 111, the gates can open for new leaders to rise. You know, we need a world where there's solutions to problems. There's real science. There's real spirituality. Not the fake stuff. Not the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of it. Everywhere I've turned, I've seen the bullshit. And I'm still standing, kid. You know, you might see me, and I trigger a lot of these fake people. They don't like me, Light Warriors, because I'm as real as they get. But when you stay focused on God, and you have your soul, you are better than the entire Matrix itself. And there's people in this world, they're not gonna like you. They're not gonna like you because of your authenticity. They're not gonna like you because your light is gonna expose the darkness. And I'm here to tell you, Light Warriors, you're supposed to embrace the darkness. We're not supposed to sit out here, and I told you a long time ago, I didn't raise the chrism to sing Kumbaya. I raised the chrism to assert dominance. I went on a journey and I studied the greatest scientist from Brooklyn now. And I studied Tesla. I studied the chrism. I studied the great solar flash. I applied these things to my everyday life. I went on the journey of fasting. I went on the journey of self-discovery. I went on a journey when I went one-on-one with God, even in the season when I had to wrestle with God. And I wrestle with God because I say, this is the world. This is what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't fit into this world, and there might not be anyone out in this world like me. And maybe there's not supposed to be. Maybe there is no counterpart. Maybe there is no one like you. Maybe we're all individual people. Uniqueness, that we're here to stand out. On my journey, I moved forward with truth, and that's why nothing affected me, because I was studying. I was always fascinated, and I studied the greats when I was younger. But to see this, to see time after time, these people, in the first leg of my life, I saw fake scientists. Are you kidding me? And then in the second phase of my life, coming out here on YouTube and other platforms, and I see these fake spiritual social media influencers. How you doing? You're all full of shit. You know what? I told the community, you will reach this place, and this place is the Lion's Gate. And we go through the Lion's Gate, and you have to have the inexhaustible belief in yourself. It needs to be one versus all. On my journey, it could be one versus all. Because if God is for you, who the heck could be against you? I'm sick and tired. Are you sick and tired of the fake? Are you sick and tired of everyone in this world lying? That's what social media has become. I am out here in the light of Christ. I'm here to speak the truth. I am not here against social media. I am not here against technology, but it's the morons that are out there that are wielding the technology. And I'm out here and I'm gonna wield it the best that there is. You know, I'm only here today because we have social media. I'm learning from all of you, and you're all learning from me, right? And we're all in this together, right? If that resonates with you, why don't you smash the like button on this very authentic video? Isn't this an authentic video? This is a truth bomb special. Step up to the mic, kid. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with people that are beneath me. I'm done with people that are full of shit. And I will never keep myself small because I make a worthless POS feel uncomfortable. My truth makes you feel uncomfortable. I'm out here and I'm motivating those that resonate with the message. You know, some people, they might turn off this message. It's not about that. You know, and I learned this on my journey. God gave me a season. God took everything away from me. All right? And I'm grateful for that season. I can sit out here today. I wasn't happy in that season, Light Warriors. I wasn't happy. I keep it at 100 here. But it's the greatest privilege of a lifetime is to learn the truth, okay? And I learned the truth, and I was able to become who I truthfully am when God took everything away from me, because I saw the truth of people and I saw what was important in life. And that's why when I produce a bit of content, do you like this bit of content, right? Now, it only matters if it comes from the heart. You don't do it to appease losers that might stroll into your community, and then they squawk and complain if they don't agree with everything you say. We're supposed to live in this world with billions of people. They say there's a billion. How many people are here? Okay, right? Billions of people, billions of different realities and timelines. And you are getting this message today. And I'm here to inspire you. Just like they broke the mold with me. God broke the mold with me, kid. Okay? But I'm out here and I share myself from a place of authenticity. And I hope that I can give you the courage to live your life with authenticity. Because there are so many people that are full of it in this world. And the things that I learned in life, you be true to yourself. It's never about the money. I forfeited millions of dollars, right? A lot of it was from that little clown, right? No, I don't want that stuff. I don't want that money. I don't want nothing. I got my soul. If anyone in this world hears me today, it's always about your soul. We are in the Lion's Gate portal, and this energy's got to come out right now, and the truth has got to come out right now. If not now, then when? Then when? And I can't believe it. I can't believe it over the years. And I've listened to a lot of my brothers and sisters. Some of you I met in person. Some of you, you've been watching me for years. And you've all said the same thing. And you see all these people, and they're put up on a pedestal, right? They can put them up on a pedestal like they're a celebrity, right? Nah, it's all fake. And now it's time for the real. But I'm here to tell you, the change will never occur if we don't collectively put our foot down and say no more. And it doesn't happen until you stop paying attention. It's the currency of the universe. I appreciate each and every one of you. I just felt like coming out here and leaving the truth tonight. You know, I don't fit in the world. I spend most of my days in solitude. I'm grateful for the people that do come into my life, but it is very difficult. If you are a person that resonates with truth, you just can't. You can't play games no more. You can't play pretend anymore. When people are lying to you, you just can't do that game no more. So it's time to break free, and I hope that today, moving forward, you will start to take back control of your everyday life. This was the journey, Light Warriors. I've been on a journey. I've been doing this journey for 8 years. And I'm grateful for everyone that's been here every step of the way, or maybe even if you found me today. Ooh, that rhymes. Okay. So this was the journey of self-discovery and remembering. Oh yeah, baby. Remember who you are. Remember the power that you possess. And remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that you have the power inside of you all along. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. And now, the greatest scientist from Brooklyn. There's a whole life out there waiting for you, kid. And I had to go on this journey. And I was very quiet. But God, He gave me an opportunity. He gave me an opportunity to achieve greatness by coming out of my comfort zone. I changed my whole life because I pushed through fear. And I believed in myself and God. No matter what comes your way, kid, just keep going.